We have hoped from the beginning that the form this program on eldering would take might be a genuine exchange, a real expression of the reality of interbeing we've been exploring, but also experiencing. The YouTube platform is intended to serve this exchange with its archive of resources, recordings of the sessions, a library of poetry, etc., and mid-month contributions that will take the form of reflections, interviews, and meditations like this one. The theme of presence we've been speaking about contains so much. We barely scraped the surface. The poem by Rumi that we used captures the sense of presence as the reality that holds everything, in fact. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. Clearly, this is the reality of interbeing, but it can be understood and experienced as awareness of this reality that has always been there. Awareness of it, however, experience of it brings it to another place, a place of new identity, beyond illusions or distortions, beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing. My true nature. This awareness then informs my own operating system, in a sense, and all my thinking and actions, which are no longer impeded by my prison of perception. My final introductory thought is that this awareness is something we can access, but also cultivate, in a sense, in ourselves. For while it can happen spontaneously, this awareness, when life breaks in with what we've called a cosmic nudge, there are both tools and techniques that can assist the awakening. Mindfulness meditation, like the one I will now offer, is one such tool or practice. So let me invite you to taste this presence, awareness, interbeing. Settle yourself comfortably, but also a little alert. Take your time to gently coax yourself into being still. Notice your breathing. And take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, releasing any tension that you feel in your body. Let's spend a few moments doing that at your own pace with a few deep cleansing breaths. And to help us be even more present, we'll scan, as it were, our environment. First, our body, that our breath fills with life. Feel life rushing into your body through your nose and filling every part of you. Bring your attention to your feet and ankles, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your seat, your lower back, your spine, your spinal column, your lower abdomen, your stomach, soft, soft belly as you relax your rib cage, your lungs, your heart. Place your hand on your heart just as a way of bringing more attention, more gratitude. Feel your shoulders and your arms, your hands and your fingers. Feel your neck, loosen your jaw. Feel the small muscles around in your face, around your eyes, the top of your head, your entire head. Roll your neck a little bit. Now bring your attention to what we might call the soundscape, the noises around you close by, first of all. Noises in the room or wherever you are. Noises from farther away. The wind in the trees, perhaps. Passing traffic. And now let's turn and be present again to what we could call our visionscape. Even if your eyes are closed, there's still a seeing that's happening. Be aware of that. The shades of light and darkness. Be aware of everything around you. And rest. Let go. Doing nothing. There is no problem to be solved. There is no goal to be achieved. You're just here. Feel the awareness that this already brings. Let's add a step now into another level. Not only know nothing to do, no goal, but no intention, or no effort, even around this meditation. Just allowing and allowing everything. The thoughts, the sensations, simply to happen, to appear in awareness, which is like a big screen for everything that is emerging, even the breath and the feelings that surface. Another metaphor, all appearing like waves or currents in the ocean, and all simply disappearing in the same way. This ocean of space where everything, all these sensations, feelings, and thoughts appear. They are neither good nor bad. As Rumi said, we are now out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing. This is the field, the reality where everything appears, including me. The space where I can just be and let be. where I can lie down in that grass, where I am held. This field of awareness holds me with all my sensations, all my thoughts. Notice how easily I can get caught in a thought to the point where I actually identify with it, see it as myself. But these thoughts are not myself. They simply emerge. Even the thought of myself as separate from you, from any other, is simply an emerging phenomenon itself, like a wave in the water, as I said earlier. In this field, even the thought, each other, doesn't make any sense. Even when I try to locate the source of my thought in my head, in my chest or belly, I realize that this location, this apparent place of myself, is also simply an appearance, an emerging phenomenon that also disappears as I bring my attention to it, perhaps. It simply disappears, dismantles. The way a wave ceases to be at one level, and yet, so I can allow, in the sense of let go of and let be, all of these appearances, including my thought of myself, as I begin to realize that this space, this awareness holds it all. This space is the source of everything. There is only this space beyond each and every appearance in whatever form. This world is too full to speak about, Rumi adds, impossible to define or even name. So let's take another step inwards and downwards, as it were. And this time, let everything, including me, myself, be this space, this awareness, this presence. I can imagine myself being absorbed by, melting into this ocean, back into what is and what was always and everywhere. Let's for a few moments stay in that place, in that space, as that space, as that awareness, that presence. And if, or rather, when you find yourself floating away, as it were, on a thought, Just notice, and the thought, like the current or wave in the water, will dismantle, and you can come back to this larger reality, this larger self, perhaps. And as Rumi says, no wrongdoing or right doing. We're beyond that. No right or wrong definition or naming. I want to recall for a moment a phrase from one of the Psalms of the Bible, number 46. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Doesn't the experience the writer is expressing sound so like the experience we are touching here and now? Be still, relax, rest, let go of everything, sensations, feelings, thoughts. Let be. Let myself melt into this space that holds everything. Here, awareness is the reality. The I am, the ultimate and only I am. Ground, the ground of being, the ground of interbeing. And this stillness, this nothing, this letting go of everything, including my apparent self. Here I know my identity as this space, this awareness, this ultimate reality. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and realize self as and in this ultimate, eternal awareness. In another poem we use to explore presence, the writer R.S. Thomas describes this awakening as a brightness that seemed as transitory as your youth once, but it is the eternity that awaits you. Here, eternity is clearly not something in the future, like an extended, expanded time, something that awaits us after death, but the eternity that awaits us now, in presence, in awareness. And this is the source of the power that D.H. Lawrence spoke of in his poem, the source of the cool, unlying life that rushes in and washes away the old assumptions. Here we can laugh as all the illusions fade and we ourselves melt into the joy that is presence. Perhaps as we conclude, see if you can feel this awareness. the qualities of this self, sense, being, presence. What do you feel? Tenderness, healing, love. Let's stay for a few moments longer in this tenderness and love. And remind ourselves we can come back to who we are, perhaps, to this stillness, this I amness throughout the day, even for just a brief moment. So, of course, if you're inclined and to continue with this mindfulness meditation, just do so. As a way of concluding, though, when you're ready, now or later, simply breathe.